Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going a deep dive, actually, into a piece. It's a short piece of French writing.
And it's called?
It's called La fin de toutes choses,
Interesting.
which translates to, well, the end of all things. It's a poem, but
it packs a punch.
it packs, a philosophical punch.
A philosophical punch, yeah. We'll unpack its message and...
And there's also a really interesting connection to a much older text that explores similar themes. So get ready for some existential pondering today.
Absolutely.
So first, let's just hear the poem. I'll read it aloud in French.
Okay.
And try my best to kind of capture the tone, the essence of it.
Awesome.
Reads poem in French with a somber tone.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
heavy, right?
Yeah, it's heavy.
So we've just heard this very stark, almost brutal poem.
Yeah, brutal's a good word for it.
What feeling does it evoke in you, like right off the bat?
Well, first I have to say, beautiful reading.
Oh, thanks.
Your French is excellent.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
I've been working on it. But yeah, what about the poem itself?
Yeah, so, the feeling despair, definitely. There's this, real sense of hopelessness. It's like a punch to the gut, really. The speaker doesn't shy away from the finality of things.
Yes, there's that line, rien qui vaille la peine, nothing worth the effort.
Yeah.
So bleak.
Right, exactly. And then that phrase, that hits you like a wave. Vanité de vanité, tout est vanité. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Where have we heard that before?
I was just going to say, that phrase, it's like a bell ringing, isn't it? It's from the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible.
It is. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. It's almost a direct quote. So this poem isn't just echoing the sentiment, it's directly referencing it, like a conversation across time. And that line, mais ça on l'a déjà dit, but that's already been said.
Right. Almost like the poet is acknowledging, yeah, this has been said before. We're not the first to feel this way.
Exactly.
It's incredible, though, right? Thousands of years separate these texts.
I know.
But they're grappling with the same profound questions about, the meaning of life or the lack thereof, the ultimate end of it all.
Absolutely. That's what makes it so fascinating, These questions have resonated with humans for millennia.
But do these two texts, do they actually come to the same conclusions?
That's where things get interesting. Because the poem, to me, it feels very, very nihilistic, almost like a surrender to the meaninglessness of it all. But Ecclesiastes, while also acknowledging the fleeting nature of life, it offers a slightly different perspective.
In what way?
Well, Ecclesiastes, despite that bleak opening, it eventually finds a kind of acceptance. I would say, even a quiet joy, in the face of life's impermanence.
So it's not just about despair.
No, it's about finding a way to live meaningfully within that reality of impermanence. It encourages us to find meaning in the present moment.
In our work, our relationships, in the simple act of living.
Exactly. It's recognizing that even if everything eventually fades away, the moments that we experience, they still have value.
It's interesting, right? Because on the surface, both texts seem to be saying the same thing. All is vanity.
Right.
But when you dig a little deeper, you see these subtle but important differences.
Exactly. It's not just about the message, it's about how we choose to live in light of that message.
That's a good point. What do you think about that, listener? Do you find yourself leaning more towards the poem's stark nihilism or towards Ecclesiastes' more nuanced approach of finding meaning in the present moment?
And here's something to ponder on. Knowing that all is vanity, could it actually be a starting point for appreciating the present moment more fully?
That's interesting.
Yeah, because if nothing lasts forever,
right,
doesn't that make the beauty and the joy that we find in life even more precious?
Food for thought, everyone. Food for thought. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time.
Thanks for having me.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.